Prince Harry and Prince William recently made headlines after attending the funeral of their uncle, Lord Robert Fellows, at St. Mary's Church in Norfolk on August 29, 2024. Despite both being present, the two brothers sat apart and did not engage directly, which continues to reflect the strained relationship between them. Harry's surprise appearance at the service marked a rare visit to the UK, just days before the 27th anniversary of their mother, Princess Diana's death. While Harry was seen interacting warmly with members of the Spencer family, including his mother's siblings, there was no public reconciliation between him and William. Many attendees expressed surprise at Harry's attendance, noting that he seemed to be in good spirits, though he remained emotionally connected to his mother's family. This visit underscored Harry's strong ties with Diana's side of the family, particularly as he stayed at Althorp, his mother's childhood home with his uncle Charles Spencer. However, his relationship with the royal family, particularly his brother and father, remains distant. Thank you all for keep supporting me. I have many great topics for you all to enjoy. Please share, like, and subscribe. I will speak on Prince Harry today. Meghan is coming up soon. Prince Harry's drama story largely centers around his journey from being a beloved royal to a divisive figure in the media due to his decision to step back from royal duties, along with his marriage to Meghan Markle. Here's an overview of the key elements of this ongoing narrative. Early life and the burden of royalty. Prince Harry, born as the heir to the throne, has often spoken about the pressures of growing up within the royal family. His childhood was marked by public scrutiny, especially following the tragic death of his mother, Princess Diana, in 1997. The media's relentless coverage of Diana's life and death greatly impacted Harry, creating a tense relationship between him and the British press. Tabloid scandals. In his youth and early adulthood, Harry became known as the rebellious royal. He faced negative media attention for several high-profile incidents, such as wearing a Nazi costume to a party in 2005 and struggles with alcohol and drugs. These actions fueled the tabloids' portrayal of him as the wild child of the royal family. Military service and redemption. Harry served in the British Army, including 2 tours in Afghanistan. His military service was seen as a turning point, providing him with a sense of purpose and earning him public respect. Harry has since become a passionate advocate for veterans' issues, notably founding the Invictus Games, an international sporting event for wounded servicemen and women. Relationship with Meghan Markle. The drama intensified when Harry began his relationship with Meghan Markle, an American actress of mixed-race heritage. The couple faced significant media scrutiny, particularly from the British tabloids, which often engaged in racially insensitive or outright racist coverage. Harry publicly condemned the press for their treatment of Meghan, comparing it to the treatment his mother had faced. Megxit and departure from royal duties. In 2020, Harry and Meghan announced their decision to step back from their roles as senior royals and relocate to North America in what became popularly known as Megxit. This decision caused significant public debate and tension within the royal family. The couple cited a desire for privacy and freedom from the pressures of royal life as primary reasons for their departure. Interviews and revelations. In the aftermath of their departure, Harry and Meghan gave several high-profile interviews, most notably the one with Oprah Winfrey in 2021. In that interview, they discussed their struggles with mental health, the lack of support from the royal family, and accusations of racism within the firm. These revelations caused global shockwaves and further divided public opinion. Harry's memoir, Spare. In 2023, Harry published his memoir, Spare, in which he revealed intimate and often controversial details about his life, including family rifts, feelings of being overshadowed by his brother Prince William, and additional allegations of mistreatment by the royal family. The memoir delves into his grief over Diana's death, his military experiences, and his struggles with mental health. relationship with the royal family tensions between Harry and the royal family, especially with his brother Prince William and father King Charles III, have been central to his story. His departure and the public airing of grievances have led to strained relationships, though reports indicate some efforts have been made to mend these divides. The royal family, however, has largely remained silent on Harry's claims, following their traditional never complain, never explain approach. Life in the U.S. and public perception. Now living in California, Harry and Meghan have sought to establish themselves as independent public figures. They've signed major media deals with Netflix and Spotify, producing content that reflects their values, such as mental health advocacy, social justice, and environmental issues. Public perception remains divided, with some viewing Harry as a victim of a toxic royal environment and others seeing his actions as damaging to the monarchy. Conclusion: Prince Harry's drama-filled story represents a complex mix of personal trauma, royal duty, media pressure, and a search for identity outside the confines of monarchy. While his public airing of grievances has garnered sympathy from many, especially in the U.S., it has also alienated others, particularly in the U.K., where the monarchy is deeply ingrained in national identity. Ultimately, Harry's story is one of personal reinvention, but one that continues to be shaped by the lasting shadow of his royal past. They are winning. Prince Harry and his wife, Meghan Markle, are living their lives without worrying about the royal family. I am tired of GMB, Richard, and many royal experts who are boring now. The bullying and repetition of the same information about the couple who live in America are not interesting. Duchess Meghan and Prince Harry's potential for winning their story lies in several factors that play to their strengths and the evolving public narrative. Here are some key points to consider. Control of their narrative. Since
much of what I have seen play out is this idea of polarity, where if you love me, you don't have to hate her. And if you love her, you don't need to hate me.
Stepping down from their royal roles in 2020, Meghan and Harry have taken control of their personal story. Through interviews, documentaries, podcasts, and memoirs, like Harry's Spare Asterisk, they have shared their perspective on life within the royal family and beyond. This level of control allows them to reshape how the world sees them, rather than being at the mercy of the UK tabloids or the monarchy's traditional approach to media. Cultural relevance. The couple has aligned themselves with social issues that resonate with modern audiences, including mental health, racial justice, and women's empowerment. By speaking openly about these topics, they connect with a global audience who values these causes, especially younger generations who prioritize authenticity and social change. Popularity in the U.S. While the couple has faced criticism in the U.K., they have found considerable support in the U.S. American media and public sentiment have largely embraced their decision to break away from royal duties and pursue independent careers. The U.S. market, where they have signed significant deals with Netflix and Spotify, has also been more sympathetic to their narrative of seeking privacy and personal freedom. Enduring interest. Despite mixed media portrayals, the couple continues to capture public attention. Their ability to remain in the spotlight while simultaneously carving out roles as philanthropists and media figures suggests they are maintaining a level of influence and success in their post-royal lives. Resilience and branding. Meghan and Harry have shown resilience in the face of intense scrutiny. Their brand has evolved from being former royals to being a couple who uses their platform for activism, storytelling, and charitable endeavors. This rebranding has the potential to give them long-term success, as they are seen as relatable figures who overcame adversity while advocating for the causes they believe in. While their journey has not been without controversy, Meghan and Harry's strategic media presence and connection with global issues could indeed allow them to win.
Because she's a good person. And I think so much of what I have seen play out is this idea of polarity, where if you love me, you don't have to hate her. And if you love her, you don't need to hate me.
In terms of their public image and influence.
In this country, we have a slightly more obscure name for it. We call people who kind of try and cash in on military glory, which they aren't owed, which they haven't earned. We call them Walter Mitties. And there's a degree of that. And I think a lot of people wouldn't associate with that with the royals and their relationship to the military because it's just so normalized. But the more I've written about it, I wrote a whole chapter about it in my last book about this relationship. I increasingly see that is kind of what it is. But it is a kind of military cosplay. And in many cases, people wear the uniforms of regiments that they've never served in, they're not associated with. They're just handed these roles of colonel in chief of such and such a regiment. I can remember in my case, it was the Princess Royal who came and gave us our medals after Afghanistan. And she was colonel in chief of the Royal Logistics Corps, of which I was a part.
Around supporting parents, I'm really interested about how could we best prepare the next generation to become parents themselves. So actually the focus isn't sort of on parenting itself, but actually how.
Hola. Ahí muy buenas tardes. Me gustaría empezar en español. Porque estamos en su país, mi marido y yo, y puedo sentir este abrazo de Colombia y es increíble. Entonces, gracias, muchas gracias, porque la cultura, la historia, todo estaba como un sueño, este viaje.
Buenas noches, Cali. Buenas noches, Colombia. Muchas gracias, señora vicepresidenta. Thank you for your warm welcome.
Gracias por su cálida bienvenida.
Thank you for your beautiful culture.
Gracias por su cultura hermosa.
And thank you for your incredible hospitality.
Y mil gracias por su hospitalidad increíble. Me siento igual. Muchísimas gracias a todos y todas y disfruten la noche.